Morning, this is David Marsh with EminiTradingStrategies.com. Today is July 16th, 2009. I want to thank everybody for coming to the webinar last night. Thought I would do some live trading here on the NinjaTrader using our Pro Indicator software. We're about ready to open, and as of right now the rules are telling us that we're going to avoid a normal system entry. Some of you that were in the webinar remember that I discussed that there are times that we avoid normal system entries. And that's what's going to happen right here at the open. So we're either going to wait and try to grab an EET or perhaps a pullback trade. But as it is right now, we're looking probably for an EET. So we're just going to wait here and wait for the trade to develop. I do have my indicators off the screen. As I said, I have Pro Indicator on the screen. That will alert me. On the right is my 150 tick, and I have the EET set up and the NSE set up on that, and I have the pullback strategy and the NSE set up on my left 233 tick. Okay, it looks like we're getting ready to grab an EET here soon. I do have another monitor up with all my indicators up that will tell me where everything is. Let me just kind of move this dome over. It's a little difficult to have everything on one screen here. I'm going to change my stop loss to 6 ticks here, get ready for an EET. That's my max stop loss is 6 ticks. A lot of times on an EET, that is, a lot of times I won't even risk 6 ticks, but that's my maximum. If I get a better fill, I'll just drag my stop loss on the dome appropriately. But looking to enter right here around 25.75 if I get an EET signal. Price action is going to have to spike up here a little bit before it happens, and you'll see a little white dot on the bar. Well, might have to change my entry here. Still going to keep it at 75 for the time being, but no, we're changing it down to 50. So I do have my indicators up on another chart that I'm using that will help me determine exactly where the entries are going to be. And of course, all that's taught very well in the manual and training videos. Okay, it looks like we're getting ready to go here for an EET. Okay, I'm going in, 925 and a quarter. I'm filled. I'm going to drag my stop loss here to 924.50. You'll see right that little red hash mark. That is my stop loss. So I'm only risking 3 ticks on this trade. Risk reward's not bad here, right? I'm risking 3 ticks. I'm going for a 4 tick target. If I was recovering a little bit, maybe I'd had a loss earlier, which I didn't. I could go for 5 or 6, 7 ticks, but I'd like to just make 4 ticks on this trade. So my entry is already up there with the bracket order. And again, there's that red hash mark there. That's plotted by the Pro Indicator. So we're going to let this play out. One thing I do is once price action touches my profit, I will drag my stop loss to break even, so I can't lose on a trade. Ideally, of course, it will fill me. It looks like we're getting ready to go here. So price action does touch 26 and a quarter. I will move my stop loss to 25 and a quarter, which was my entry price. So if it bounces back down, I will not lose on the trade. So this is our early entry technique setup. You'll see that happen. Here we go. Let's move my stop loss. That happened a few bars before the normal system entry on the 150. And yeah, they're off. We're off. 10 contracts, made a quick point. After commissions were up for $455. Normally at this point, I'm done for the day. I've made my daily income. It's, what, 9:34 in the morning? I'm done for the day. But maybe we'll see if we can catch one more trade. I know some people want to do a little bit more than 1 point a day. And this right here, this normal system entry, I did mention earlier that we are avoiding this, okay, as the rules are telling us that it's plausible that the market's going to come right back down. So we have avoided the normal system entries. That's why we did take the EET. So right now we're kind of waiting to see if we get another EET set up. If we do, I'll try to take one more EET setup. If I get a lot of conviction to the upside, I'll change my bias and I'll take a pullback trade. So, talk about max stop loss. Again, I told you my max stop loss on an EET is 6 ticks. On that trade you just saw live was only 3 ticks. So sometimes we get questions, well, gosh, it seems the risk reward's not that good. Well, really isn't that bad when you look at all the trades one by one. A lot of times we're only risking 2 or 3 ticks on an EET. Sometimes it is 6 ticks, but most of the times it's between 3 and 5 ticks. So EETs, the risk reward's a little better than what some have thought. So we might get set up here for another EET. Looks like this market doesn't rally it's not going to rally too strong here, so we'll just play this out, let the market do what it's going to do, and we will trade accordingly. And that's what I teach, to look at this market and decide which of the 3 setups I teach is the best one to take. I'm going to get ready for an EET. It's getting ready to set up here. Okay, there it is. I'm going to place the entry at 26. Wasn't fast enough there on the trigger. I may have to cancel. I have a 2-bar rule. If I don't get filled or if it makes its target, I cancel the trade. I'm canceling it. It's already down at target, well, shy of, so I cancel the trade. Missed the EET altogether. So that looks like it would have been the nice one, but we missed it. There's also a pullback trade I could have had right there where you see the hash marks to the left there at 25.75. So EET didn't happen. What we're going to do now is if we're going to wait for our next trade. We're not going to chase a market. We're just going to wait and let the setups happen. If I see some conviction to the long side here, I'll take a long pullback trade off my 233 tick. We'll see if that's going to happen. I'm going to have to see this swing high get broken. This 26.75 is going to have to break up and show me a little bit of strong upwards conviction. And if I see that here, look, which I very well may, I'll take a long pullback trade off of the 233 ticks, see if I can grab 4 more ticks profit. That'll be 2-point day. Plenty of income there. Again, I would normally be already finished. So I'm going to go ahead and put this pullback entry in at 26. That's the wrong entry. Oh, no, 26 is correct. I actually canceled it by accident there. I thought it was the wrong entry, but it's the right entry. I'm looking at 2 different computers here to make sure I was accurate. So, okay, we're looking to go long at 9.26 even. 10 contracts. Let's see if we can get a fill. Okay, we're in. Same thing. If price action comes to 9.27, which may happen really quick, I'll drag my stop loss to entry. So if it turns back, here we go. I'm going to move my stop loss to entry. Let's see if we can get filled up here at 27 for another point profit. And there we go. We're off, guys. There was a nice typical day for us. One and done. We took an extra trade. Made a nice 2-point profit. We're up just about $1,000 within the first 30 minutes of the day. So let's wrap it up. Thank you for coming.